I'm getting ready to depart because it's a little surprise. We're going to have a look at this car. As you might remember, we had a little bit of trouble that when the car started, it was a little bit lumpy the first time. Well, actually, you'd start it and it'd die. Then you start again, it'd be fine. And like in the previous video, we changed the crankshaft sensor because we couldn't find the camshaft sensor. I was hoping that maybe they're the same two are linked. So I haven't actually started the car since then. Today's Friday and it was Monday we done that. So we're going to start it, suck it and see, and find out if it's made any difference. Drum roll, please. That seems okay. That seems all right. Brand new. There we go. Problem solved. Tick that one off the list. Wow. So, why are you holding a ratchet strap, Ted? Well, the reason I'm holding a ratchet strap is because the last two videos that we've done have turned out to be pointless because the chances are we're probably not going to build this car anymore. You will see why tomorrow morning. I just got back from work. Danny just got back from work. We just sat down and had a conversation about what we're doing tomorrow, and you'll be very excited to see it once you finally see it. But for now, for whatever reason, we need to get this car out of this unit because I need the space. We're going to ratchet strap round here and hold the car to the dollies and hopefully wheel it over without it falling off the dollies. Who knows if it's going to work? Maybe. So that's the plan. It's kind of sad because it's such a good car.
It is really, it's rust-free. It's actually remarkable.
Rust-free, low mileage.
Even this, we had to get the seals done on that, didn't we?
We did, yeah. And it's got a newish gearbox by the looks of it. Brand new manifold. Maybe it's not over. Maybe there's still hope.
Yeah, right.
So, it's now the next day. Today is Saturday, last time I checked. And I'm getting ready to depart because it's a little surprise. We're going to have a look at this car. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, I think 3 days ago. I've been messaging the seller and we've come to an agreement. I'm going to go purchase it. Very excited about this. It's going to be wicked. So, yeah, I think it's about a 2 hour drive. I'm just about to leave the unit. I've got Shoutout's Transit today, the big boy van, and the trailer, so we're all set up and we're about to go. And yeah, we're gonna get on our way. So, as you could probably tell from that previous video of the car pulling off of the driveway, I am now the owner of a Clio 172. I'm not sure on the colour scheme and the green and the red, but I'm pretty happy with it. Fortunately, it has got an issue or two. The throttle isn't working. You've got nothing on the throttle pedal. And as well as that, there was a little bit of oil near the gearbox area. It wasn't sump side or the engine side, it seemed to be gearbox side. But to be honest, I'm probably going to have the gearbox rebuilt for peace of mind anyway. So that's hardly the end of the world, because apparently the synchros go in these gearboxes. So I'm happy to have that rebuilt and probably investigate that. And then other than that, pretty good car. I'm very sad that I can't drive it at the minute, at least have a little, you know, a little whiz around the road. But it's not the end of the world, because it's a smart car. I managed to lock a little bit more money because of those issues. But I think we both come to a fair deal. We're both happy. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking car. Very race car-ish, more than the C2. But I'm going to get in the van, drive home. Got about 2 hour drive. Unload it in the unit. I'm probably going to quickly get it up on the ramp and have a little look. Even though I've got stuff to be getting on with the C2, I just can't help but be a bit impatient. So I'm going to crack on and get home. We've now got a Clio in the unit, as well as a C2. We've got 2 race cars in here now. 2 running race cars. Not working, not fully working, but running. I had a look, apparently there's a white box connector underneath the fuse, like where the fuse box is, where all the fuses are. Underneath there's this connector that gets quite rusty and dirty. Apparently that can cause issues sometimes. I've had a little fiddle around. I haven't had a proper good clean because I haven't got isopropyl alcohol, but I've had a little clean and it hasn't fixed it yet. But there's loads of people saying it's different, try different things. So hopefully one of those things will resolve the car. Hopefully when I'm here with Danny tomorrow, perhaps I'm going to make a better stab of it. For now, I'm going to get the C2 off the ramp and down so I can move it over a bit and then bring this, well actually I'm going to take it off the ramp, put it in the middle here, and then put the red car on the ramp and have a look underneath and see what sort of bits are on it, what needs looking at, what needs attention, and where there might be any rust or anything like that. But I'm really happy right now. I've got a 2 litre production class race car, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely got some work to do, which I think is good because it gives me something to do in the off season. But new race car. So I'm standing at the back end of the C2 right now, and that is for a very valid reason. Last night I was watching videos of Knock Hill Racing Circuit, which is our next round. In, well, a week tomorrow, I'll be racing in Knock Hill. So that's why I'm doing the final preparations for this car, for Knock Hill, get it out of the way and done, so the car's just ready to go. I was watching videos last night of Knock Hill and the loose section, to be specific, very bumpy, as you will see right now.
Hill today, he's dropped quite a long way. There he goes again, kangarooing his way along.
I've had the same rear springs in since I got the Gaz Gold suspension. I haven't changed it since. Now, I have actually got a couple of other options. First option is off of the silver car. I managed to find these before it got scrapped. Now, you probably won't be able to tell, but that seems a little bit softer. At least softer than this one. Now, this one I think probably came off the car originally. That's my best bet. So I think this would come off the car originally. These are aftermarket and seem to be a bit softer, but I don't actually know how soft these ones feel. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to whip them off and do my ultra scientific way of testing which spring's springier. So, as surprising as it may seem, I am actually no scientist whatsoever. But it does not take a genius, well I think so anyway, to work out that by my calculations on my ultra scientific method of testing for springiness, that one should be softer than that one. I think the red one definitely got a bit more, less tension to it than the black. And the way I'm going to test it is very carefully, pretty stiff that, I'd say. I'd say reasonably stiff actually. That's pretty solid. So as you can see, that is pretty springy. Like I say, I'll do it one more time. Very soft. Very stiff. The suspension, well, the new red springs are on. As you can see, just about, you can see there are red springs under there now, rather than the previous black. I've just filled the car up with a load of fuel. Had a quick bite to eat because I was starving. And just drained all of the oil out of the car, engine oil. And I've got it sitting here. And you can probably see that there really is nothing wrong with that engine oil. But we said we was going to change it after every meet, so that's what we're doing. And this is the last royal purple injection of the season. At the very least until next year. But then who knows? Who knows what might come next? But what I know is, for the rest of this season, this car is going to run off of Those bottles are all purple right there. Now, the question really is, am I going to spill any Royal Purple? Who knows, probably, but maybe not. So, and I think considering this is the last one, I should be extra careful and try my absolute best not to spill any Royal Purple at all. Hopefully, just hopefully, not going to spill any. So far, so good. Dush. 1 down, 3 to go. Now, as I was filling that oil up just then, I was having a little think to myself. First of all, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. And it's 10 o'clock at night and I can't really be asked to go back and watch footage or the old video or Google it or work it out. So, because we all know my oil math isn't that great, so I'm not going to bother trying to work it out and I can't be asked to go back and watch the video because it's late. And I was thinking, obviously, the next port call will be to ask Danny, like it has been throughout most of this year, is ask Danny, he'll know. And then that got me thinking, if anyone was to put the last bottle of Royal Purple in this car for the season, it shouldn't be me. It should be Danny. And he doesn't know this yet, he hasn't seen it, he hasn't got a clue, and he probably won't see it until this video comes out. But I'm going to leave that last bottle to fill up for Danny because, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of sentimental like that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Am I going to drop it down and roll it out? I don't know, because I do need to move it. I'll have a think about that. Might just go home. I'm a little bit tired on a lot of driving today. So yeah, that is where I'm up to. So a day has now passed. It's actually Sunday. A little bit later in the evening. I haven't had much time. I've been doing other things. Me and Danny were out doing other stuff today, not car related. And yeah, I haven't long been back to the unit. You might see in the background, I've got a Clio up on the ramp. And we're gonna have a little look at what's underneath it. C2's here, out the way. And yeah, let's have a look at what we can find underneath the trusty 172. That's not all that trusty yet because I don't trust it, but I don't think anything's that wrong with it. Started peeling the wrap off of it in places, just trying to get all of that horrible green off. I quite like this induction thing here. You can probably see it's all kind of coned in, so it sucks the air in. But, so, what can we see? Let's have a look. So, like I was saying, let's get to it and have a look what's underneath the car. So, when I lay under here, first thing that stands out to me is obviously that bright orange thing. We did have a conversation about that before I'd left when I bought the car, and what he said is that it's basically that's a strengthened lower engine / gearbox mount and dog leg, whatever, and that's polybushed, which is good news. I'm very happy with that. Saves me doing it. Should keep the shifts quite tight. This is the gear linkage, as you can see. I'm not thrilled about it. Something doesn't seem 100% legit there. Little bit oily around the bottoms. But so basically, with these Clio 172s, especially ones that have been through quite a beating, you might find that the gearboxes, especially in them, the synchros go. Fortunately, I only know this because I know a few people, and Danny knows a few people that are quite fanatic on these cars. They're great cars, the Clio 172s and 182s. Really popular for track days and stuff like that. But like I just said, the synchros do go in the gearbox, whatever a synchro is, I don't know. If we look here, now to me, that looks like a rust repair job on the lower subframe. It's not looking too smart. So we're probably either going to do another repair, which I'm not sure is possible, or we'll do a lower subframe here, replace this whole piece with a nice fresh new bit. That's your steering arm. You can change your toe in and toe out on that. Obviously the same that side. Going back, you've got a full stainless, maybe not stainless. I guess it isn't stainless if it's that rusty. I don't know. Full custom exhaust he's had put in it. We're going to have to put a cat in it because it doesn't currently have one. But the plan is to probably take the back box, which is at the back of the car, out, put a small cat in it and try and get it to that sweet spot of just about on the noise limit while keeping a good flow through the car. and aid in horsepower, basically, for the map that we'll probably have put on it ourselves. I don't know. We'll see how we go. The seals don't look too bad at all. One thing that's going to be worth checking, actually, is whether or not the bearings are shot. Oh, that's one that wants doing. What about this one? That's all right. That one's good. So, not sure. I don't think this is a legal bonnet, unfortunately. I have to replace that. So, I've had to switch back over to this camera because this camera has a mic that you might be able to actually hear me. But what you can probably hear is this car doing something weird right now. If you listen now, that's not how this should sound. The car is not happy at this minute. As you can also see, there is nothing going on with that pedal. But the res just seem to keep bouncing. So as you can see, this is the fuse box, this is the relays, this is the connector. Now when I take that apart, I've only got one hand right now, but when I take that apart, there's little bits of blue, which means corrosion, which isn't good. That's bad. But it also could be an issue with the relays. I've given them a little knockabout and a tap. Could be a fuse. Or it could be that the throttle body is just knackered, which is quite likely itself. None of it's the end of the world. I can get to the bottom of it. Luckily, I know a very handy auto electrician if it is beyond me, which I'm sure it probably will be. No, we'll see. Don't know where that goes. Could be part of the issue. Who knows? Unfortunately, I'm not qualified to find that out. So, until then, I'm going to button this car up, and that's probably it.